today in Chicago. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about story. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing here, Cutler. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Back to the air, Cutler after the pick 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And he fires one, but punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Here's Palmer. And his throw here is incomplete. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Cutler. Caught left side, Bennett. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down, Forte. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Third and 2, now Cutler. It's complete to Robinson. And he will have the Bears 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Cutler. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Cutler to throw. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st down, this is Forte. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's Cutler. He's got Burton here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Trying to keep the drive 2. From the gun, it's Cutler. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Cutler. Man open is Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, Cutler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Hey, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Palmer. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Cutler. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
As we all know, a big priority for Cincinnati in 2021 is building up the line on both sides of the ball. They want to protect Joe Burrow on the offensive side, but the defense as a whole only produced 17 sacks last year, the lowest total in the NFL. So getting to the quarterback is...
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Palmer. To the left side here for Eifert. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Forte. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Cutler. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They go play action now. Palmer. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Palmer. And the catch made by Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now over the middle, complete. That's Kelly, and he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Dillon, they try the left side with him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, it's Palmer. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Palmer to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Bengals have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Assumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Forte, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Cutler. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll give it up to Forte. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
They'll throw on 1st down with Cutler. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Cutler will throw. Here's Booker on the catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now Cutler looking to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Cutler. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes Robbie Gould for the Bears field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Gould is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Palmer. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Palmer. Quick completion here to Johnson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Palmer to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Palmer. Again, it's Johnson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Palmer. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Hester. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Cutler now to throw on third down. It's complete. It's Forte. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again, it's Cutler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL. For you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast.
Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Out of the gun, Palmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Palmer will throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Dillon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Palmer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Ooh, with a juke. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Forte, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Forte. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Forte. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Cutler. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Play action. Now Palmer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running the toss here to Dillon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now it's Palmer. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive here. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Palmer. To the left side here for Eifert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Palmer. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Cutler. For Marshall, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. Caught left side, Bennett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, Forte, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cutler. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
They start on the ground with Forte. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cutler to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Cutler. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. And out across midfield down to the 45. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Cutler. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cutler to throw again. That's to Marshall on the quick slant. To throw, Cutler. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now Cutler toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cutler. Drops it underneath to Forte. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing is Palmer. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2nd down at 5. Throwing again here, Palmer. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go play action now. Palmer.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Here's Palmer to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
On 1st down, Forte. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the shotgun, Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
Touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now Hester will get a shot.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Back to the air, Cutler after the pick 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now it's Cutler. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
To throw again is Cutler.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Cutler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Cutler on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Marshall.
7 yards to pick up there.
On second down, Forte.
56 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Cutler looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Marshall. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Cutler. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Cutler will throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Returnable here for Hester.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. On second down, another run for Dillon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.